about...
Hey fans, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below.
Make sure you ring that train bell
so you get notified every single time we upload a new video. Alright, so here I have my Android device. I am going to bring up the LionChief application that is free produced by Lionel. Right now, I have it that it is not seeing any of the devices. But first, in order for me to be able to detect this, I need to make sure I'm providing power to the track. There's two ways of doing that. I can either use a conventional transformer and bring it up to about 18 volts, or if you have Lionel makes a ready-to-run track where they come with a plug adapter, plugs right into the wall and right into the track, and there's no transformers needed. So right here, the setup that we have is the conventional setup with a transformer. So I'm going to go ahead and power that transformer up. And you can see that there is power going to my track. The very nice and bright headlight comes on. You can hear that the engine is starting to steam up, the simulation sound. And then on my track here, I have illuminated bumpers to let me know that there's power going to that track. So here I have, like I said, I have the app up, okay? I gotta search for my engine. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that magnifying glass. It's now going to use Bluetooth and search. Obviously you would wanna make sure that the Bluetooth is turned on your phone, power to the track. It has now a picture of the locomotive right here. And it looks identical to it, so it lets me know, because you may have 1 or 2 or 3 trains like this on your track, depending on how big you want to make it. Most people only have 1, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to select that engine. In this box here, in the message box, it tells me that it is the BEDT 15060T O gauge. Okay, so it is confirming that that is the one I've selected. I'm going to go ahead and hit this link button that's right there. It's now going to pair this up. That whistle blown tells me that it is now connected with the app. So now I can now control it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit this discovery screen here by hitting that X button. That's now going to take me to the virtual control here. Now with this, like I said, there's several different buttons here. This here on the bottom, it says FWD. That tells me that right now it is set for the forward position. Okay, here is my throttle located right here, my virtual throttle. I also have the front coupler button and the rear coupler button. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, we have the opportunity to come from behind a boxcar and to be able to, shunt it around the track, or you can back up into it and then be the lead, have the engine be the lead on it. So that, that's where that comes in, and that's important because you may not have direct access to where your boxcar is or your rolling stock or whatever you have to be able to undo the connection. Being able to do it electronically makes it so much easier and so much more fun. I also have different buttons here. I have up in this one corner, I have horns. So when I press that, the unit has the horn. I can press the bell. There is a microphone located, a microphone button.
We're ready. Is it okay to pull? Over.
Okay.
Please stand by. Doormaster out.
Now if I hit it again, it might come up with a new sound.
We're ready. Is it okay to pull?
Okay.
Over. All clear to move on to the lead. Doormaster out.
All right. Now there's another button right here which has a speaker with 2 lines, and what that does is that gives me the opportunity to control the various sounds that it has. If I don't want the horn to be so loud, I can slide that up and down, and that will tell me what how high a volume that horn is. You can do the bell, you can do the service announcements, the public service announcements. You can also do this last one here is the engine. If I rub that all the way up, you might be able to hear that the engine is now louder. The steam building up is louder. If I lower that, you can make it, so that you don't hear it as much. All of these features, this is great and this is important. I love how intuitive this is, because what this does is this allows, whether it's yourself or whether it's a family member, like we said, this is very kid friendly. This could give, if your child or if your niece or nephew or your grandchildren want to come and play with the set, you can have it at a low volume. You don't have to sit there and hear half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour of whistles and everything else. You have the ability to adjust it, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I like this. I like my settings here, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit X. I'm gonna bring it back to this, okay? Now there's another configuration button right here, okay? Now what that cogwheel will do is it'll allow me to reduce and increase the speed here, okay? So what this is, that speed limit, allows me to set this up so that my 5-year-old daughter can then operate this, and I don't have to worry about her throttling up too much, and running the train off the track. So it's a great, tool. It's great. This is a Lionel proprietary software. This is created by them, only used for their, legacy, their LionChief connected machines. This is the LionChief 2.0. Since I'm running this, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at the full default. There is another option here for your smoke. Okay, I can turn around and I can turn that smoke on and off using that button. So right now I've gone ahead and turned the smoke off. If you notice, the smoke is no longer coming up. It's just a little bit right now, but that's just what's burning off. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn that back on. This way, you say, oh, you know what? I forgot to turn that switch, that toggle switch on the bottom of it. I forgot to turn that off. I don't want to burn out my smoke unit. You could just come to the app and go ahead and turn that. You don't need to flip your engine up. You don't need to turn the power off so that you can pick your engine up and then put it back down. You can do it all right here with the remote. So again, I have my settings that I want. I'm going to go back to the default. All right. And again, right here, I look, it says FWD. That's the direction I want to go in. So I'm going to take my virtual throttle and just turn it up just a little bit, because the fact I don't have a full line. Okay. As you saw, it went up. Now I'm going to hit it again. It's now going to say WVS for reverse. And I'll bring it up just a little bit of a throttle. And it goes backwards. Okay. That's pretty much covers a lot of the features that it has in the app itself. You also have a voice command as well. Some of the more recent ones, this particular one was in last year's catalog, the 2020 Lionel catalog. Again, we pre-ordered it and we just got it in. It just got delivered. And the newer ones, most of the newer ones, not all of them, have a voice activation. So I can speak to my phone and say whether I want it to go forward or back. All right. So that pretty much covers this part of the video where we talk about the app and how it works. Again, this is what I like. I like doing this, especially, with Mackenzie, with our daughter, being able to control this. She can control it with the app. She can control it with my phone, have fun, enjoy model railroading. And it just makes it a really good family-friendly experience. So one of the things that they also have in this app is this voice command. I'm going to go ahead and hit this picture that has an individual. It says ready for voice commands. Go forward.
Going forward.
It's confirming that it is going to go forward for me. Stop.
Stopping engine.
And just like that, we're able to use voice commands to have the engine go forward and back.